Ndiang'ui Kinyagia is a name that has dominated headlines and starred heated online debates, and once again raised questions about freedom, fear, and force in Kenya. This is a story that begins with maandamano and ends with more questions than answers. Let us break it down. Ndiang'ui, a tech expert and political commentator known for his bold voice on X, formerly Twitter, was actively mobilizing support for the June 25th anti-government protest. He even posted a full timetable under his X handle, Ndiang'ui. Then, just days before the protest, on June 22nd, he disappeared. Initial reports stated that neighbors had reported that unmarked Subarus filled with men believed to be plainclothes officers stormed his house in Kinoo, Kiambu County. They allegedly forced their way in and left with him. No explanation, no communication, just like that, he was gone. His disappearance sparked national outrage. Civil societies, politicians, and concerned Kenyans flooded social media with demands, and his family also took legal action. It was at this point, at the height of this tension, that Justice Chacha Mwita of the High Court stepped in. He gave DCI boss Mohamed Amin a direct order to produce Ndiang'ui Kinyagia, dead or alive, by July 3rd.
That person, whether he's dead or alive,
as indicated from our David, clearly you've seen the investigations are ongoing.
They have said their story.
Yes.
You have said your story.
Yes.
I'm looking at the two stories. Yes.
This was not just a polite request, it was a judicial demand to explain the whereabouts of a citizen allegedly abducted under suspicious circumstances, and the clock was ticking. But the DCI, led by their boss Amin, denied having Ndiang'ui in custody. They admitted he was a person of interest due to his post, which they labeled a national security threat, but claimed they found no one at his residence. They said they only confiscated some of his things, including some phones, a laptop, and a yellow fever card for investigation. But the public was not buying it, and pressure kept building as the July 3rd deadline approached. Then came the twist. On the very morning, the DCI was expected to appear in court to explain Ndiang'ui's disappearance. Ndiang'ui himself reappeared. He walked into Milimani locus, flanked by lawyers and family. According to his lawyer, Ndiang'ui had been in hiding out of fear and had now chosen to present himself voluntarily to the court. Here's the lawyer's statement, and it says, "On behalf of the family of Mr. Ndiang'ui Kinyagia, I wish to inform the Kenyan public as follows that Mr. Ndiang'ui, who went missing last week, has contacted the family and that he is well, healthy and safe." He contacted a family member on Tuesday evening from undisclosed location. He indicated to the family member that he had hidden temporarily for fear of his life upon learning that DCI officers were looking for him over unknown criminal allegations. He indicated that he is ready and willing to present himself to the DCI and to be presented before any court of law when his safety and security is guaranteed. We have therefore advised him to present himself before the High Court at Milimani Law Courts today, Thursday, the 3rd July 2025 at 11 a.m. Despite his lawyer's explanation, many Kenyans believe he had actually been abducted. Why? First of all, his appearance. Ndiang'ui came back with a clean shave despite having an afro earlier before disappearing, a style many associate with shave ya serikali, a style that had also been spotted in other youths who had previously been abducted. For instance, Yoko Kibet. His behavior as well. While in court, he appeared terrified and not like someone who had been hiding safely on his own terms. And third, the timing. His reappearance just hours before the DCI was to be grilled by the court felt too perfect. Some believe it was a calculated move to avoid legal consequences for the DCI. The whole case has brought upon a division. Some say Ndiang'ui was abducted, tortured and pressured into claiming he had been in hiding. For instance, Lynn Ngugi, who stated, "You don't just disappear in fear, get a clean shave, or maybe not so clean, and reappear in silence. That's not fear, that's a script." Another theory, she added, the judiciary, feeling the weight of public outrage, pressures the DCI to account for Ndiang'ui, but instead of presenting him, the DCI plays the long game. Let the tension build, let Kenyans cry, then at the right moment, reintroduce him with a carefully planted narrative. He was just in hiding. Why? Because if they can convince you this was never an abduction, they dilute the power of protest. The next time someone goes missing, the streets will be quieter. People will hesitate to demand for justice. And in that silence, the state can make more people disappear unbothered, unchecked. Others, on the other hand, argued that Ndiang'ui wasted national resources and attention, leading people to fight for his release while he simply stayed underground. One of those people being Boniface Mwangi, who didn't hold back, stating, "What Ndiang'ui Kinyagia has done is wrong and criminal. An entire country was fighting for his release and praying for his safety, thinking he was abducted. But all this time he was in hiding. Shame on him and his family for misleading an entire nation." The High Court has barred the police from arresting him, at least for now. His case will resume on July 18th, where he's expected to give more details about his disappearance and mental state. So what do you believe? Was Ndiang'ui truly hiding, or was he being silenced behind closed doors? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more updates.